Okay, so it seems like the SmugAlana situation has gotten even worse. Now, again, this has been a pretty interesting one to follow, as recently she was banned for 7 days over some videos which were, quite frankly, ridiculous to be taken down from. They were videos of someone squishing bugs and things like that, which is content that is allowed up on YouTube, and the original videos still stand. But apparently, when a funny VTuber reacts to it, you're not allowed to do that, which, again, that's just crazy, and obviously she ended up getting banned for 7 days from that. And it seems like, as well, YouTube or Team YouTube have just been ghosting her on things like this. There was also another clip as well that she reacted to. Apparently, it's still up from Joe Rogan, and apparently her video got taken down for that. But apparently the original video is still up, so it just makes zero sense whatsoever. And it seems like they're just targeting SmugAlana and just VTubers in general with all of the stuff that we've seen going on with all the ASMR content as well. But seems like there has been a pretty big update in terms of it, as SmugAlana has made a post essentially saying update on the YouTube situation, saying this morning, shortly after I started my stream, YouTube suddenly unbanned my commentary on the Joe Rogan clip, where I was banned because Nikki in Joe's clip said the word blank.com. I found out about this from my own live stream chat because there was zero communication from YouTube. So it was this video that, obviously it's been, she's been asking Team YouTube to kind of respond to, and they've just been completely ignoring her. Usually Team YouTube leave a reply on Twitter posts, but for some reason for this one, they just decided to be like completely silent, which of course is extremely weird. That never usually happens, but of course she's asked 5 times and they still haven't done anything, right? And it's all over this one thing. And then the original ban was due to some bug clips, as I said, some guy like crushing bugs into a book and things like that, which of course is content that is still allowed up on YouTube. But again, that is the thing that got originally banned. But this is the thing that we're talking about here, of the video that randomly got unbanned. But apparently it seems that, yeah, she had no communication from YouTube whatsoever. No email, no DM, no Twitter response, no dashboard notification, no nothing, not even a smoke signal. Now, this is great. However, my channel still has a strike. I still was not able to upload content until the 7-day ban ended 3 hours later. The video that initially got me the strike was for violent or graphic content, the mosquitoes getting squished, which is still banned by YouTube, and my channel still has a strike as a result of this. There's a possibility where I will have to discontinue reacting or looking at any short form or clip content because it feels like YouTube is targeting me with extreme prejudice. The vast majority of warnings or strikes or community guideline violations that I get are almost always posted somewhere else on YouTube or on someone else's channel. But for some reason, me reacting to it is deemed unacceptable. Then I have to go through this song and dance of begging for them to look into it by complaining on Twitter, for them maybe to get it resolved after days or weeks, and essentially saying that Joe Rogan clip, I obviously tried to appeal it and it was instantly denied. It takes me begging them to look at it on a third-party platform to even have a chance of their mistake being corrected, which is so unfair in my eyes, since most creators don't even have half the reach I do, which 100%. It's ridiculous that you need to call out YouTube on a public platform every single time something goes wrong because they won't take action otherwise, right? The only way you can actually 100% get, well, I say 100%, obviously not 100%, obviously because they've been ignoring her on here, but one of the, big ways that we see many creators get their issues resolved is by calling them out on Twitter, which of course just looks absolutely terrible for them, because if you got like 100 people every single day calling you out on Twitter, it's just going to make your company look bad. It's going to make YouTube look bad. It's going to make it seem like there's so many issues because, of course, Twitter is just going to be filled with support requests from people that have been kind of unfairly taken down by a lot of things, including like the AI moderation and whatnot. But yeah, obviously, you can see the screenshots of her emails saying YouTube removed your content, YouTube removed your content. You can see there is no email saying like, hey, we reinstated it, sorry about that, or anything like that. It seems like they just silently reinstated it without telling her, without even responding to any of her messages of her complaining about it, and just being like, hey, here you go, hey, your content's back now, and that's it, which I think is kind of crazy. Of course, as well, she continues on saying, I'm at the point where I sound like a broken record on stream. I constantly say verbally out loud to my chat, I'll have to edit that out, or that can't go on YouTube. I'm more conscious of the rules than anyone I know, and yet despite my efforts, it's borderline impossible, it feels like, at least for me. I have easily deleted over 100 combined videos and or clips over the last year because I thought it may break one of YouTube's obscure rules in some way. And that's still not enough. I still get warnings, I still get strikes, and in this case I got a 7-day ban with a 90-day duration. 2 more and my channel is permanently banned because of violence against mosquitoes. I have enough stress in my life without having to deal with the ever-looming threat of my channel getting terminated over clips or videos that went through not only myself, but 2 seasoned editors that specifically watch and check every video in short for possible guideline violations. Editors, by the way, that have years of experience and to this day still edit for other successful channels and are extremely well versed in YouTube's rules. Every single person I've consulted who is either a content creator or an editor or anyone who has any knowledge of all of YouTube and their rules has said they must have made a mistake. Which again, yeah, 100%, right? Like, it does seem like a mistake, but at this point, with the amount that they're ignoring her, I don't know if it is a mistake or not, right? Saying, and now you restore a video after I made a huge fuss about it on Twitter without so much as a message of saying, hey, we screwed up, sorry. And after pointed it out that the original clip was still available for everyone to view for 5 whole years. Saying now the strikes and warnings that I get that are rarely not posted on someone else's channel are so flippant and nonsensical that I genuinely feel like I do not have the ability to discern what is and is not acceptable under the guideline anymore. I feel targeted. I feel like I've graduated from just being more careful about what you post to play it safe and post nothing at all because of how ridiculous some of these strikes I've dealt with over the years have been. Some examples are all appeals rejected within the last year. An obese man, not old man, with his shirt off that YouTube mistakenly thought was a woman's chest. A guy fully clothed farting into a lighter. The pufferfish meme that goes, what? Seriously, that's crazy. Watching a video about car crashes flagged as sexual. What? No timestamp, which was probably rejected on the appeal. And when I asked support, they said we are provided with that. We're not provided with that information. That's crazy. In all 3 examples of above, YouTube have instantly denied my appeal, and I was forced to either make ticket after ticket for weeks to get it resolved, or I simply ate the full 3-month duration guideline warning on my channel. I want to make this clear. I want to follow the rules. I want my channel to be in good standing. I don't want to push the boundaries. I don't want to see what I can get away with. I don't want to ride the line as close as possible to what is or is not acceptable. I want to have fun, and dealing with this is getting to the point of causing me actual emotional distress, which, yeah, 100%, I can understand that, right? You know, it seems like she's not trying to be like, oh, you know, how can I get around the algorithm? You know, like people, for example, you think of like Morgpie, right? You remember that kind of stuff that went on whenever she essentially booted up stream every single day and saw how much she could get away with and like bend Twitch's rules. It's kind of like, that's what she's kind of almost like not referring to Morgpie particularly, but that kind of person, right? And there's a lot of people that tend to do that. They tend to like be like, oh, you know, can I break this rule without it? Without getting banned because technically there's a loophole or something. No, she's not trying to do that. She's trying to play it as safe as she possibly can, but for some reason she just keeps getting taken down. Of course, she puts her little like transcript with them saying, I was wondering what exactly in the video did I say? Said, I'm afraid to say that appeal can only be submitted once. Said, okay, I understand that, but it gave me no timestamp or reasoning. Saying, I understand what you mean. The specific details about the review is not being forwarded to us here. Sorry. I was like, okay, well, that would have been nice to know. Oh, well, yes, I agree on that too. So it seems like even the YouTube staff are like, what? Please work with me and help me get the strike removed from my channel. I have no idea if I'm being mass flagged or mass reported or someone at your office just hates me, but I want nothing more than to at least have some semblance of confidence that I understand your rules and guidelines, so I don't feel blindsided every 3 to 4 weeks by another ridiculous warning or strike that nobody could explain, right? And so she's even saying that, like, hey, you could just teach me what the guidelines are, right? Just tell me, like, what am I doing wrong? What is actually breaking them so I can avoid them? She's not even saying, like, let's change the rules or anything like that. That's not even, she hasn't even mentioned that. She's just saying, like, hey, can you just tell me what the actual rules are? Because you're not telling us and you're not giving us feedback on the warnings that I've gotten. So how am I supposed to improve, essentially, from that? Which I think is fair enough, right? I think that is 100% fair enough. And it's just horrible to see that obviously someone has had to go through that and is still going through that right now with YouTube. And it doesn't seem like, they are cooperating very well at the moment. It doesn't seem like they've responded at all. I'll just check this because usually, nope, they won't respond to that. So again, it is just sad to see. Obviously, yeah, video violated YouTuber guidelines. I sleep. The VTuber violated YouTube guidelines. Real shit, which is 100% true. Saying they're 100% targeting you. This has to be some kind of vendetta by someone inside YouTube. As I said, I think YouTube just has it out for you and they're auditing your channel due to the size because I've said a few slurs on my videos, which again, I don't know if that's the case. But yeah, I think it is interesting, right? But yeah, that is essentially all there is for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, good game subs, use my code Kaza, get 10% off. Again, they got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.